What's up, buddies? Oh shit. One of these guys better fucking res me. Are either of you a medic?
Extra med supply here.
Yo. Yo, wait. Is that guy a medic? Hey!
He's a medic.
I just res you, buddy.
That's fucked up. What a piece of shit.
There's too many of them, lad.
I mean, bro, that's the definition of Battlefield right there, brother. I don't care what anybody says. Talking shit about COD players coming over to play the game. Y'all motherfuckers don't play the game the right way. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh, shit.
I'm actually, that low-key kind of tilted me, and I haven't had Zen in 2 hours. I'm about to say some shit I can't come back from.
Haven't had a Zen in 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm just trying to taper off a little there, do less. I'm just gonna go say it. Battlefield players, just by general nature of the experiences I've had with them, they have the lowest skill floor that I have ever seen. I mean, oh my god, brother. These motherfuckers are lost.
Damn.
I'm sure the top 1% are really good at the game, brother. But holy shit.
Yeah, no, you just... We'll be seeing you later.
Oh. You don't understand, bro. This is a very sensitive topic for me. Yeah, I will go on a rant for 20 fucking minutes about these mouth fucking breathing Battlefield players who talk so much shit about COD players, and the only fucking people I play with in this game, they don't res. They don't fucking res anybody. They don't do anything for the team. Nothing. Nothing. Literally nothing. And I'm sorry if it hurts your fucking feelings, bro, but these Battlefield players, I swear to God, they are, it's the worst group of players that I played with in any game at a base level. They are fucking lost. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I should probably put a Zen in here pretty soon because my blood pressure is sky high.
Holy hell, this man just went on one of the most out of touch rants I've ever seen about Battlefield players, and I cannot sit here and pretend that it's okay. Nadeshot, the former Call of Duty pro, CEO of 100 Thieves, the guy who built his name on competing at the highest level, just exposed how little he really understands about Battlefield. I mean, he's sitting there crying that nobody revived him, saying the community is low skilled, that nobody has awareness, nobody knows how to play the game, and I'm like, bro, you're the one who doesn't know how Battlefield even works. You died once, didn't get revived, and your first instinct is to call everyone trash? You've got to be kidding me. This is the same guy who talks about leadership, accountability, being positive, and here he is losing his mind because somebody didn't res him. And there are plenty of people who actually do res, but it just so happens that the person right next to him or in his squad or whoever he's playing with, and I know a lot of the people that he plays with, maybe not all the time, but the majority of them are other pros, other players that know how to play FPS games. And even then, a lot of the influx of players that are coming over to Battlefield right now are COD players. So how ironic is that? I mean, here's what Nadeshot doesn't seem to understand. Battlefield is not Call of Duty. This isn't search and destroy. It's not a 6v6 map with lanes and power positions. This is a war zone. Not war zone like the Battle Royale. This is like a literal war zone with chaos, 128 players, jets flying overhead, tanks rolling in, snipers camping on every rooftop. I mean, this guy expects someone to revive him every single time he goes down. I mean, that's just not the reality. I mean, every single time that I play Battlefield, sometimes I don't get revived. And that's okay. I don't make a big fuss about it. That's not your team's fault. That's your fault. Battlefield punishes ego players. You don't get to go around like it's Rust and expect medics to babysit you. I mean, calling Battlefield players low skill is insane. You know what's actually hard? Coordinating with the squad, controlling a vehicle, learning the recoil patterns for 20 different guns, flying a jet while dodging missiles, and actually playing objectives under constant chaos. That is actually called skill. What's not skill is running around with an AR in a 10-meter circle and complaining when nobody revives you after you sprinted into a tank shell, or maybe you're just being overzealous and just pushing a little too hard. I mean, it's crazy how some of these ex-pros can't adapt to anything that isn't built around their own comfort zone. Battlefield requires patience, awareness, and team play, not cracked out reflexes and ego peaks. Maybe that's why you're struggling, Nade. And the irony here, the irony is painful because this is the same Nadeshot who's always preaching about the grind. Again, about positivity, respecting your teammates, and about building community. And then he gets on Battlefield and calls the entire player base low skilled because he didn't get picked up once. Bro, you sound like every entitled Warzone streamer who dies once and blames their teammates. It's embarrassing. This isn't leadership. This isn't constructive criticism. It's literally pure salt. This is the Call of Duty ego on full display, ladies and gentlemen. So many COD players jump into Battlefield thinking they're gonna dominate, and then reality smacks them. Suddenly, you're not in control. You can't just sprint into every fight. You can't farm kills off of respawns. You actually have to play smart. I know, it's a hard pill to swallow. And when that doesn't work, what do? They blame the game. They blame the players. Oh, these Battlefield guys, they don't know how to play. No, dude, you don't know how to play Battlefield. You're in their house. You walked into a different franchise with your Call of Duty brain and turned up to 11 and got humble. I mean, I've seen in some of his clips that he is going off, obviously, that you saw in the beginning. But that's, of course, he's going to have to use the meta every single time, right? The SMGs and stuff like that. But that's not always the case, especially when it comes to Conquest or some of the bigger modes. And here's what really annoys me, though. Battlefield players get disrespected constantly every time a COD streamer touches Battlefield. It's the same pattern. They die a few times, complain about revives or vehicle spam, and then they call the game trash. You know what that does? That turns off new players who might actually want to give Battlefield a chance. These big creators could help revive the franchise and they could bring eyes to it, but instead they clown on it because it doesn't stroke their ego. It's lazy and it's toxic. But this rant about Nadeshot is honestly part of a bigger issue. Streamer entitlement. These guys are just so used to being the best. They're so used to dominating in the highlight reels that the second a game doesn't bend to their playstyle, they call it bad. They can't stand being average. They can't stand a skill curve that isn't about speed or headshots. So instead of adapting, they cry. And I'm honestly sick of it. Not every game is meant for you, bro. Not every FPS needs to be COD. Battlefield has its own identity and it doesn't need validation from people who clearly don't understand it. Maybe, just maybe, instead of trashing the player base, you could actually learn how the game works. How about that? Learn the pacing, the classes, the revive mechanics, the flow of large-scale battles. I mean, you'd realize that the reason people didn't revive you isn't because they're bad, it's because they're prioritizing survival and objectives. They're thinking about the team. Meanwhile, you're sitting there raging like, why didn't anyone res me? At the end of the day, this isn't about Battlefield being bad. It's about Nadeshot being exposed. Exposed for being out of touch, impatient, and honestly, the biggest thing here, egotistical. Battlefield players aren't low skill. They're definitely not. They're just not playing your game. And that's okay, because Battlefield doesn't need validation from someone who clearly doesn't understand it. So next time you're down and nobody revives you, maybe take a deep breath, maybe look around, realize it's not the community that's the problem, it's you. And this is coming from somebody who plays both games. I'm a fan of Call of Duty and I'm a fan of Battlefield. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Now with that being said, this is GCP signing off.